Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel on Big Data and Hadoop. Today we are going to talk about what are different components and tools and technologies that you should be aware about before working in any Big Data Hadoop project. When we talk about Hadoop, it's a very good solution for big data related problems, whether it's about storage or processing. Let's see that in detail. Here in this slide, we will be talking about the process flow of a typical big data project. So if you are given the responsibility of running a new big data project in your organization, there are few very important and basic components that you should be aware about. To start with, if we see, the data ingestion is the very base of this diagram. That means whenever we have been starting any big data project, we should have a strategy to bring in data from outside world, which may be a RDBMS like Oracle, MySQL, or a data warehouse solution like Teradata. So how to bring that data within Hadoop? So there the data ingestion layer comes in picture. Once we ingest the data, we talk about the storage, that is the data storage. For example, HDFS, Hive, and NoSQL databases, which are provided within Hadoop. Once we ingested the data, we stored the data, then how to process the data. So the third layer, which is the data processing layer, comes in picture. Here we talk about the very core of Hadoop, which is MapReduce, or a new and an enhanced framework like Apache Spark. This processed data is very important for further downstream. So if you see, some of the projects require only the reporting and data visualization layer, where they see what is existing pattern of the data to identify some of the very good insights. Whereas there are some complex projects where the downstream requirements are not only reporting but the predictive analytics. So when the downstream requirements are predictive analytics, or you are working with a team of data scientists, then we have to implement data science and machine learning algorithms, maybe using Apache Mahout or Python, R. So this clearly tells you the end-to-end data flow for a project. Here, if you look at, I have further elaborated these steps into 5 major steps. The very first one is the data ingestion, or the DI. So to become an expert in the field of DI, we should know Apache Scoop, Flume, and Kafka. Majorly, if you know Scoop, that is the bare minimum to become successful in DI field. Going further downstream, we talk about the data storage. So to store data in Hadoop, we have Hive, Impala, HDFS, and lot of NoSQL databases. But again, Hive is the bare minimum to become expert in the field of data storage. After data storage comes the data processing. Here we talk about MapReduce, Apache Spark, and a new framework which is Apache Flink. Knowing Apache Spark is quite important in today's industry. One can learn Apache Spark either with Scala or Python programming language. To learn MapReduce, you should have some basic understanding of core Java. So once we have ingested the data, stored it in Hadoop, and did some processing on top of it, then comes the requirement of data visualization layer, where we have a lot of good dashboards, scorecards to show to our end users, which may be the CEOs and CFOs of the company. Tableau is currently the market leader for data visualization. At the same time, we have Qlik as another very good tool. But if someone wants, they can do their own programming using AngularJS and build really interactive and good dashboards. Finally, the last layer of any big data Hadoop project is AI and machine learning, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, where we talk about predictive analytics, building machine learning models for regression, classification, forecasting, or natural language processing. To master this field, one should either know R, Python, or SAS. These are quite famous programming languages in the field of AI and ML. But nowadays, R and Python are the two best options to become expert in the field of AI. With this explanation, I would like to end today's discussion. Thank you for watching this video. Keep coming back to my channel for more of such simple videos where I will explain you more complex topics on Hadoop in as simple way as possible. Thank you.